Hello guys, welcome back to Pharma Time. So today we have Kruti with us. She will be sharing her experience at Babaria College. So Kruti, please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi everybody, my name is Kruti and I'm currently pursuing my M.PHARM from Babaria Institute of Pharmacy. And I also have completed my B.Pharm from the same college. It is affiliated to Gujarat Technological University, and our B.Pharm program was NBA accredited, which is not the case with M.PHARM, but our B.Pharm was accredited to NBA inspection. And I'm currently doing my master's in pharmaceutical quality assurance.
Okay. So my next question to you is like, why did you opt for pharmaceutical quality assurance specialization specifically?
I was a bit confused between pharmaceutics and PQA, which should I choose? But then I did a little bit of brainstorming in terms of what is my actual inclination towards. So I was always inclined towards audits, regulatory affairs, and stuff like that, as opposed to pure formulation and development or any production part. Because in India, we are majorly governed by pharma sector, and it is mostly it is industry based and not clinical based. So that's why I thought that regulation is somewhere you can have a chance to grow a lot more. And also, I have come across a bit of a gender bias when it comes to getting jobs. And if at all I would have taken pharmaceutics, it would mean that one option for me was to go in a production line. There I have faced a few rejection based on my gender because they require male candidates per se. That is their job description. But nevertheless, I was not that much interested into pharmaceutics. So that's why I chose PQA, because I have always been doing audits and regulatory stuff with my dad's business as well. So I was more inclined towards it. So yeah.
Pretty much good. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So now next question comes the main, like, please walk us through your college admission process specifically for M.PHARM.
Okay, so for M.PHARM, either you have to be a GPAT qualified person, then you can get admission anywhere you want with a good amount of stipend. But in my case, that is not how I got my admission, because I did not qualify GPAT exam because general category. So yeah, so I had to give the PG set, which is the postgraduate common entrance test, which enables you to take admission in any college in Gujarat. And for Babaria also, I had to give that exam. There are no passing marks as such. There is a score that is given to you, and based on a merit, you will get admission in any college depending upon your merit and how high and how low the merit goes for that year. So I appeared for the PG set exam, and then there is this ACPC, which everybody is familiar with. After 12th, also you have to go through that full admission process of round 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's how I also got my admission. But there is a little catch here that our college preferred us over other students in terms of if we had a good score in PG set, or if we had a lot of money to pay the donation. So I did not thankfully had to pay for any donation. I got a decent amount of score, and then I applied it through PG set and ACPC, and that's how I got my admission. But I don't think PG set is compulsory, because right now we have students with us who have not gone through even PG set, and still they are pursuing their M.PHARM, and also they are not GPAT qualified as well. So uh, if you are GPAT disqualified also, it is not the end of the world. You can still pursue your M.PHARM, because I don't think one GPAT sheet is going to determine what you are going to do in the future. So yeah.
Yeah, that is right. And people have this mindset that if we are not GPAT
Yes.
qualified, then we will not pursue M.PHARM. But this stigma
Yes.
should be changed. Yeah,
Changed. Yes.
yeah. So like, how is your experience at campus? I know it is like little much, but please share with audience.
So I am fortunate enough that I went to college actually for 4 years in B.Pharm, and I could see what a college feels like. It is nothing like what Bollywood shows us. It is absolutely not a Bollywood college per se. It is as strict as an army school, I'd say, because uh, our college is a stickler for a discipline, and whenever you visit the campus, you will never see even one student roaming outside for fun and other reasons. Yes, we there are, it's a mixed bag. At the end of the day, you have good days, you have bad days, but I feel college in terms of education is really good. When I was in my B.PHARM, it was, I think, one of the premier institutes in Vadodara and the locality here. But I think after a point in time, it has gone a little downhill in terms of the faculties have kept on changing and kept on changing. So all the senior faculties have either went to some another college, or either they are doing their own thing. I don't know, but the level of faculties that there were in B.PHARM when I was doing my B.PHARM is definitely not the same. Also, they have changed it to a university now, so I think that is going to be another, I think, benefit only, that it's a university now. But still, I come under GTU, so thank God for that. I did not want to experiment with my M.PHARM at all. But if I have to say that how the campus life is, I think it's good. It's pretty decent. I mean, it is definitely going to burst your bubble that, what, I'm going to do this and that in the college. That is not the case here. You come, you study, and you go home, you get a degree. That's all that there is. In terms of extracurricular, I don't think there is a lot of scope when it comes to college, because the college hours are such, and in whenever you are in a professional course, it demands a certain amount of time from you. So I think that is also one of the factors why it lacks behind a little in extracurricular as opposed to other colleges. But I'd assure you one thing, that people from graduates from Babaria will always stand out of a crowd when, pitted against 100 people, because that is how they have been molded into a way that they always stand out in terms of good and bad both. So yeah, and I think campus life, there's not much to do in the campus. It's a very beautiful campus, but I think there is not much that you can do about it, because there's only classroom, and then there's lab, and then there's library. That's all that you're going to do for the 4 years. And I think that's how it should be, because we have spent so much of the money to pay the fees to just fool around in the college. I think, yeah, the college is going to really test your patience in terms of how much you can endure. Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. It was like great experience you shared with the audience. So,
Thank you.
coming to the last question, how is your experience with online classes that you are now attending?
To be honest, it's not the best. It's pretty much, it sucks pretty much. Like, every day, wake up 10 a.m., sit in front of your desk for 3 hours, 4 hours, just stare into nothing. Black screens, small boxes, people from all localities, but you still cannot, meet them physically. I know pandemic constraints are there, but online teaching is the only way which we can study, if at all there could be any other way. I wish we could do it, but this situation is not favoring us at all. So online teaching just sucks. Like, you know what people will say कि आपको क्या ही करना होता है, आपको सुबह उठ के बैठ ही तो जाना होता है कंप्यूटर के सामने. But I think that also takes a lot out of you. Like, it's not easy just to, stare into your screen for 6-7 hours altogether, and then at the end of the day you are still sitting at your home only. But and I
Yeah,
think the online yeah, like,
yeah,
people will say कि
really
हाँ,
like,
उस पे क्या है, तुमको तो बैठना ही है, तुमको पढ़ना है. But I think if they will do it for a day, they will know the gravity of the
yeah,
situation. It is
correct.
really yeah, it's not
Yeah,
very pleasing, but I mean, that is the only way
only
which we
option
are
we
going
have
to
right now.
function.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
And we should be thankful to technology that, we have these inventions for us to kind
yeah,
of, study. Otherwise, this was a way bigger roadblock than anything.
yeah. It will be the like world will be on hold for some time if these
Yes,
technologies were
totally.
not. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So, like, what it will be your last piece of advice for the student who wants to come to the college? For
I would say that, yes, I would say, don't fall prey to sweet words, that every college is going to tell you that we have the best college, we have the best placement. There is something called a college brochure, which you should go through. I think I made that mistake of not going through and I panicked into taking admission because they are going to scare the shit out of you. That, you know what, they just want to fill their pockets and their seats also. You are paying your hard earned money. So you should be able to really differentiate as to where you are putting your money. And are you going to get a return? That is really important because they are going to scare you. They'll say you'll never get admission. You will, at least that's what they said to me, that with this marks, you will not get admission anywhere else. And guess what? I topped that same university thrice, 3 consecutive times. So I don't think anybody who, it's your loyalty towards your studies that is going to matter at the end of 4 years or 6 years, whatever you are in. So just don't fall prey to their words like, you are not going to get admission, the seats have filled up. There's nothing like that. Go through the procedure. ACPC is going to guide you. Go through that procedure. It doesn't matter how many rounds it takes. You're still going to be admitted to the college. And I think everybody is going to, come up with this thing and they're going to pressurize you. But then you kind of take a deep breath, think. And also, I would also like to say that visit that college before you take admission in it. Just see for yourself. Just see if the vibe matches you. Just see if you will be able to, come to this very same place for the next 4 years. That is really important. Just because the college looks big, it has a big basketball court, it has zero contribution to your career in terms of academics. And I don't think that if you are in a professional course, any basketball court is going to make any difference to you. It doesn't matter how big the cafeteria is. Yeah, it matters that how big the library is. It matters what the faculty is there.
Yeah.
So I think you should have a little bit of clarity because after 12th, you are almost adult, right? You're 18, 17, 18, 19. That is your age. And I think by that time, you should have that ability to distinguish between what is good and what is bad. Because post that, I don't think anybody is going to hold your hand and, take you through the whole process. It's your time to experience failures and success. So just de-stress a little. There's nothing like तुमको admission नहीं मिलेगा. सभी को मिलता है admission. ACPC से नहीं मिलेगा तो management से मिलेगा, management से नहीं मिलेगा तो NRI कोटा से मिलेगा. किसी ना किसी तरीके से सबको ही सीट मिलती है. So yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it was very like thought-provoking thought that you share, because people come in this societal pressure that तुमको कहीं पे एडमिशन नहीं मिलेगा, एक कॉलेज में मिल रहा है तो ले लो. But you should go through the college process also, because you are only going to visit and study for 4 years. No one gonna take your place and study. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. So Kruti, thank you so much for sharing your experience.
My pleasure.
It was very wonderful to talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for talking to me. Thank you.
Thank you.